Hello Griffins! We would like to invite you to look at our Autumn 2 overview on the school's website. For this term in English, we are focusing on a book called The Morning I Met a Whale by Michael Morpurgo. All children, again, must look at prediction. Most children should be looking at the choice of language and some retrieving and recording information in context. In writing, all children must identify with a character's feelings. Most children should use subheadings and headings to organise information, and some children could use quotes to support this. For example, we have some subheadings here that you could take from a fact file about whales. At the bottom, we've got they eat mostly small fish and feed by swallowing large mouthfuls of water. Humpback whales leap out of the water and splashes down with its fins and tails. Humpback whales have a large knobbly head. So we would obviously put this one under the subheading of appearance, and then the behaviour would be them leaping out of the water. And then the diet, they eat mostly small fish and feed by swallowing large mouthfuls of water. We are going to focus in a lot on subheadings and the correct context and content into the subheadings on facts files and written information.
So in Maths for Autumn 2, we'll be continuing with addition and subtraction. Within the topic, all children must be able to add and subtract to 100. So I'm just going to put this on here for a minute. So with our 100 square, the children should be used to recognising numbers to 100 now. They will be learning how to add two-digit numbers together and come up with a calculation. So if we look at the number 67, if we find 67 on our grid, we'll be adding 1. So we're going to go 1 across. Then we'll be looking at our tens column and we're adding 2 tens. So we're going to go down 2 steps. So our answer is 88. And then we'll be looking at moving on to our takeaway. And we're looking at 84, takeaway 22. And using exactly the same method, we find 84 on our number square. And we take away 2 to start off with, 1, 2. And then we're looking at our tens columns, that means going up 2 squares. We'll go back 2, so we go up to 62. Then all children should be able to add and subtract a 3-digit number within the written method. So looking on the board here, we've got 2 calculations, first one addition and second one subtraction. We've got our 100, tens and ones column, and children need to learn how to add in the written method. So starting in our ones column, we would be adding 2 and 7 together. You can do this on your hands as well. So 2 and 7 equals 9. And then we will move to our tens column, which will be 3 and 4 equals 7. And then lastly, looking at our hundreds column, 4 and 5 equals 9. So our answer would be 979. Then we'll be looking at using exactly the same written method for our subtraction. So starting in our ones column always, we take 9 take away 5, we would get 4. And then 6 take away 2, we would end up with 4 again, and then lastly 8 take away 4 is 4. So then moving on, some children could complete problem solving and reasoning questions to ensuring they're answering the question fully by using the full sentence. We'll be then moving on to multiplication and division, and children must know their 2 5s and 10 times table, which we've been practicing year 2. We'll be continuing that through our home learning. All children should recognise and recall multiplication facts 3, 4 and 8 12 table, but they need to recognise patterns in their 4 times table, such as the numbers being double the 2 times table. Then moving on again to all children could begin to solve reasoning and multiplication questions.
Thank you, Griffins.